Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. I'm not going to waste any time here. We got limited time with a guy who's a wealth of knowledge when it comes to real estate. He's San Diego real estate elite. He's going to be on the American Dream this Saturday morning with me, 10 a.m. He just got off stage speaking at a big event. Seth O'Byrne, top producer here in San Diego, nationally recognized. Seth, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Welcome back to the show.
It feels good.
Real quick, what did you do? I saw your social media posts, your Facebook posts. Who'd you speak to?
So I spoke to, is actually a big honor. So here at Direct, which is a division of Inman News, which you know is one of the #1 real estate news organizations.
Nominated me for most influential in real estate. Thanks for bringing that up.
Did they really?
Yeah, I didn't win, but it's cool to say you're nominated, right?
I think nominated is important.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
Anyway, so San Diego Association of Realtors had their annual SDAR Expo, which is where agents, both experienced and new, come to this.
Where was it?
It was in the San Diego Convention Center. There's 3,000 people there. Yeah.
Okay.
Big event, huge event.
Got it.
And so the main keynote speaking event is the Here at Direct panel. And they asked me to be on that panel alongside some of the people I've been looking up to since I was 20 years old in real estate.
Who are some of the other people on that panel?
So as you know, Kyle Whistler was there.
The Whistler, our East County real estate elite.
Whistler was there.
Yeah.
And then Tammy Fuller was also
Tammy
there.
up there.
Yep, Tammy was up there. And then Kevin Burke, if you know him. And then I can't remember who else was up there, but it's there's 4 or 5 of us. And it was great. So what happened is Here at Direct pulls up consumers to give a panel to talk about their real estate buying or selling experience.
Right.
Some of them are first-time home buyers. Some are seasoned buyers, $200,000 to $2 million. They real nice cross-section of the market. And then they had what they considered 5 of the most influential San Diego real estate brokers. And I was very honored to be sitting up there with all those other agents to talk about.
Well, you definitely earned it. There's no doubt about it. I know you're a modest guy, but I mean, your production levels are through the roof. You're a very likable guy. You're a pro's pro. I want to really make this clear for the audience that Seth is a guy that the people who have their licenses rely on for information. So as a consumer wanting to know what's happening in the real estate market, I couldn't put a better guy in the seat. If you want to visit him online, you can go to SethSold.com. SethSold.com. And by the way, one of the best websites in real estate.
Thanks.
He's got all these interactive videos and just a lot of great information there. Good thing to check out, SethSold.com. So I'm listening right now.
Sure.
Tell me about it. What's happening with the real estate market from Seth O'Byrne?
Yeah, so we actually talked about that a little bit on the panel as well. I think the market's heating up fast. I think I've been saying this for a long time. I think we were all a little concerned in January, a little bit in February. Foreclosures actually
flat.
Little flat, yeah. Low inventory and low buying activity. We come into March, market picks up. And since inventory's low, it's really a true seller's market still. All my sellers are getting 3, 4, 5 offers. I have 3 properties I put on the market in Bonita. They're all contiguous. It's a house, a piece of land between that house and then a larger house. I have 9 offers in 2 days. And I have 4 more offers coming in. The right stuff that's priced right sells immediately right now.
All right. Tell me the best opportunities that exist in this real estate market in San Diego today.
So I think a good play for people is land development. And there still are some distressed assets. Not foreclosures or short sales like you'd think. But I'm a big proponent actually of all these probate sales that are coming up. The baby boomers' parents are unfortunately passing away. And if you look at the generational line, we're going to see a lot more probate sales coming up.
Got it.
And I think there's a lot of opportunity in there. This is kind of the new version of what investors used to see as foreclosures.
Do you have, so you have foreclosures, short sales, probate sales. These tend to, in some cases, give you discount prices on homes. Can you access lists for these things?
Yes, absolutely. You can go to our website and actually fill out some information about what you're looking for, and we can send you the list of what we're working on.
So if you want to see some of the inventory of maybe some of the better deals out there that Seth has access to, you will make it easier as well. If you text the word list, I will find a way to coordinate it so that we can email these out to you. So if you want to see some of the lists of properties, maybe undervalued, text the word list to 619-846-9333. 619-846-9333. One more time, 846-9333. You're going to be on the American Dream this weekend.
Yes.
What are we talking about on the American Dream this weekend?
So as you know, I'm a big, proud USD alum. I'm a Torero.
Real quick, last weekend. You know, so now we're at 10 a.m. on Saturday mornings. We've upgraded Cox Channel 4. We're right next to Sports Center.
How's that?
And I don't know. It's kind of cool, don't you think?
I think so.
I stared at it for a little while. I was like, wow, that's kind of cool. We're next to Sports Center. So you're an alum?
Yes, I'm an alum. I'm a University of San Diego alum. I actually started selling real estate at USD. Sold a couple houses actually before I even put the cap and gown on. So it's a great community I've worked at. You may or may not know this. The USD Real Estate Institute is considered the most or one of the most influential collegiate real estate institutes in the entire country.
Huh.
And the old vice president of Fannie Mae is the president of the USD Alumni Association.
Wow.
Sherm Harmer, who you might know, who built several buildings downtown, is actually a professor at USD. So most of the people who are teaching real estate there are huge advisors for the real estate community, both locally and globally.
Huh. Well, I encourage you to go to SethSold.com. You do a great job of taking the content from TV. You've been on the show many times, putting up there. You have all these great videos of the different markets you work with. And you just mentioned downtown.
Yes.
You do a lot of work downtown. You're well known down there. I used to always joke about you that I swore Seth O'Byrne was a quadruplet because I would see you everywhere down there. What's the latest with downtown? We get in Charger Stadium. I need to know these things.
Oh boy, I don't know. You know better than I would. I mean,
you have some pull. You're speaking on panels. Can't you make this happen?
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying. we were actually joking yesterday that now that we were at Kevin Faulkner's event and he's actually our mayor, we should see if he can do what they did out in Dubai and actually build another peninsula. Maybe a Mission Beach in downtown or something like that.
Well, no matter what they do, they're going to have to create something that's multifunctional, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to have to create something that we can do events, and I've heard things pitched around, like be able to host the Olympics in 20 God knows when.
Sure.
But it certainly would be a cool thing. I mean, Petco Park has done wonders for downtown, right?
Yeah, it sure has. Yeah. John Moores was a real visionary. I actually speak it. So what we're talking about on the American Dream is USD.
Got it.
It's economic impact. And tying into that, a very active person in the USD network is actually John Moore's business partner, who was responsible for building Petco and all of the surrounding residential properties. A guy named John, I'm blanking on his last name right now, but super influential. And they fought tooth and nail. Everyone said it was the dumbest idea ever to put Petco down there. Who was but you could not find anyone who doesn't think that it was a great idea at this point. And so I think it's a real lesson in having a vision and sticking to it.
Well, man, I was down there on opening day, and I mean, it just re-illustrates the point of how good that's been for the city. I mean, it was just on fire. If we could just get these guys start winning some ball games, Paul, this is where you step in. Can we get a trade? What can the Padres start winning?
Bats. They can throw what out of the ball, but they just can't hit to save their lives right now.
Yeah, it's a bat, Seth. Can you pull something together for the Padres there? Can you do anything for us?
I probably could. I'd have to clear my schedule this week, but I could probably do something.
So, I mean, it is really cool. I love seeing all the activity. There's a lot of cranes down there now, so they're building again.
Yep.
What's new? What buildings do you like down there versus maybe ones you would shy away from?
So buildings I like, and
I got to make clear as well, you aren't just downtown. Yeah. You cover all the way up the coast. I mean, you've been on a TV show, talked about Solana Beach, other micro markets in San Diego. So I'm kind of pigeonholing you here on accident. But go ahead. Which buildings do you like versus dislike?
Yeah. So buildings I like. Sherm Harmer, I mentioned him earlier. Builder. He built Sapphire Tower, which I think is a very unique building in kind of that Little Italy. They're trying to start calling it the Embarcadero.
A lot happening in Little Italy now.
Yes. Absolutely. There's a lot of lots that are still open. Bosa is breaking ground on the building right in front of Electra, which has been long awaited. They're taking an interest list already. Obviously Bayside, which is, I consider Bosa's crowning achievement, maybe on the whole West Coast. In fact, Bayside, the Legend, and several other buildings downtown, if you've ever been to Vancouver in British Columbia.
I haven't, but I heard there's some similarities.
They're the same buildings. It's shocking. From some light, looking at some of the buildings on the skyline, you would think you're looking at San Diego.
See, I've heard that before. Yeah. Why is that?
A lot of the architectural similarities are because they know what works and they know what looks good. But they're using the same building materials, some of the same exterior lighting, some of the same treatments on the windows. But I'm really excited about what's going on with Little Italy. I think East Village has a long-term plan that's going to be exciting.
Yep.
But I'm excited about some of the urban infill too. There's art and architecture boom that's happening there and happening in Barrio Logan.
Yep.
And what I think it's going to do is it's going to take East Village all the way to the 5 freeway.
Yeah, no, you can see East Village growing. There's some building happening there. The Idea District that they're building out over there. Little Italy is really taking off. What a great little area there. SethSold.com. Seth covers pretty much all of San Diego. He's a top producer. He just got off stage from SDAR where he spoke in front of thousands of realtors. Great to have you in here. Great to have you on the American Dream. You came into the show today. You said that you would give a free property valuation to anyone who wanted to reach out. Now, let me illustrate a point here. I have a few duplexes that I own in Missouri, right? And I had to go spend almost $1,500 to get each of those 3 duplexes appraised because it's one of my bigger investments. I want to see what's happening in the neighborhood, what's going on with property values. Basically, what Seth is offering you here today for your biggest investment, your real estate, stop guessing what it's worth. Today's April 15th. You have a tax bill this year. You might be paying more in that tax bill than you even need to. What a great time to get your home appraised, except don't go spend $500. Have Seth do a free home evaluation. Let him take a look at it. How should they do this, Seth?
Go to SethSold.com and fill out a market analysis. It's right at the top bar there, and just fill out your information, your address, and we'll send it to you for free.
Yeah, free property valuation, SethSold.com. If you want to pull out your phone and send me a text the word value. I'll get you dialed in as well to 846-9333, 619-846-9333. Seth, thanks again for coming in. See you on the American Dream this Saturday, 10 a.m., Cox Channel 4. Paulie, great job. Did you see the lunar eclipse last night?
I didn't. I was asleep by 8.
Seth, you were like the one guy I thought for sure would have seen it. I've asked everybody today. All right, we'll see you again tomorrow at 6 p.m., 11:70 a.m. KTBQ. Have a great one.
Sewing. Don't forget, Craig is San Diego's #1 consumer advocate. If you have any real estate or financially related needs, make sure you visit Craig online at craigsewing.com. That's craigsewing.com.